Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video on Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. My name is Ventus. How you cool cats doing? Back by popular demand, the Dark Magician build, except upgraded, and it does more damage, and it gives aggro. Like a lot, because that thing wouldn't leave me alone right there. It just kept hitting me. Let's get right into it, shall we? Okay. Howdy howdy, what's going on, everybody? Alright, so in the last video that I uploaded on Fatal Bullet, I asked you guys in the body of the video which build you wanted me to go and revisit next, and a lot of you typed in this one, the Dark Wizard build. So I went ahead and put that on, and it's so cool. Now with the latest DLC that we had for Fatal Bullet, I have the magician's robes and I've got the wizard hat or whatever like that. So I was able to put this thing together and look and feel more like a wizard. And you know what? As I was playing with this build and fighting some of these monsters on the map, I started to remember exactly the idea I had in mind for this build way back when I made it. And the idea I had was just to do constant damage over time while you're also doing damage to whatever you're fighting, so the fight would go that much quicker when using this build. And that was 100% a thing that was going on whenever I was fighting using this build, especially using this fighting. It was a level 270 Scorpion. I'm not even 270 yet, I don't think. I'm like 250 or something like that. I know some people in the comments, or at least one specific person in the comments on the last video or the video before that, he was like, why don't you, and I hate when people do this, right? In the comments, they always got to put their 2 cents in, and they got to make you feel shitty because, you know, stop trying to make me feel shitty in the comments. Dude was like, why don't you get to level, max level so you can make an accurate build? Listen, buddy. Listen, buddies, for those of you that are going to type that in the comments, listen, go screw yourselves, alright? Yeah, I said it. If you're a YouTuber, Vintage, just supposed to talk to your viewers like that. Listen, stop trying to make me feel like a shitty individual, because I don't want to grind this game out to get max level yet. If you want to go and grind, get max level, that's great. More power to you. I honestly, I don't really feel like grinding this game out to get the max level, you know what I mean? When it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But for now, there are people out there who enjoy watching me struggle through the game for whatever reason. Yeah, so there it is. So, I don't know. Playing with this build, it was, I don't know, it made this fight a little bit easier. It might have been because I'm a stronger level. I remember the last time I fought this thing, I think I used one of my swords to do it, and that was really fun, and I wiped this thing pretty easily. But using this build, it made the fight just a little bit more easier. It almost felt so easy to the point where it was like almost unfun. There was no threat, really, you know what I mean? But there are some challenges, some boss fights in here that's definitely a threat, that's still a threat, like the co-op battles, like the concealed Gimbu. That one with the everything going on in the background. You've got like 4 ghost pets and then the concealed Gimbu running around. That's just ridiculous. Who decided to make that a challenge in this game? I don't know. Way difficult, and too difficult for me to fight even with a group of people. Like I'll be sometimes doing co-op hardcore missions with people just randomly, and then I'll just sometimes switch it up and do like the co-op missions, the easy mission or the normal missions, not the hardcore, and we always get wiped, so I don't know. Crazy. Alright, so here is the build really quickly if you wanted to check it out. Alright, you see I've still got like 4,000 CP points that I didn't even place in yet. Probably going to put those in like Vit or maybe Dex or something like that. But for right now, Dex, Strength 155. Actually, the only thing that really matters on this thing to me is having my intelligence super high at 255. Like, that's the thing that matters. Super high Dex. Yeah, there it is. I'm putting in my Vitality to make that a little bit stronger. Super high Dex. Luck is I don't know. Everything else is whatever. Everything else that I put in my stats, it's just basically so I can use whatever I want to use. Intelligence is the only thing that really matters to me in this game. You see I'm using Electrodynamic Stunner 3 and 4 there. I've got Tranquilizer Shot 4 and then Healing Field Shot 4. The 2 Electrodynamic Stunners, they're better to shock and stun somebody with. Now here's the Assault Rifle class, and I'm going to be using the Armor Break Shot 4 and then the Blazing Blast 4, and then I've got Toxic Gas Blast 4 and then Toxic Gas Blast 3. Now, as I was using this build, I really feel like maybe instead of 2 toxic gas blasts, I should have 2 blazing blasts, like blazing blast 3 and 4, because you rarely ever see like the enemies like catch on fire with this, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to see that catching on fire animation. And for whatever reason, like, it happened just there. And for whatever reason, man, they don't stay on fire for that long. They're just burning for like a second and then they go away. However, the toxic gas blast, that animation, that affliction, that condition stays with them just a little bit longer. And that's why I like to have my intelligence super high so they can get affected by it. I really feel like they should be on fire a lot longer. Now with this build, man, this is so crazy, right? You know how I made the paladin or dark paladin class, how I want it to be like an aggro sort of tank? Man, I feel like the best aggro tank is just gonna be this, because this monster would not leave me alone. Like, literally, there's like what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 targets, 8 targets if you count me, 7 other targets in this battle with this thing, and this is a solo co-op mission I'm doing. 7 other targets, and it looks like this thing just really kept coming after me, and I realized it's probably because of the weapon that I'm using, it's probably because of the skills that I'm using, and it's like, man, I should probably do this if I want to be a tank. But if I do want to be a tank, man, I want to have a sword. So I'm thinking like maybe I should do a combination of photon sword and assault rifle. But then that sort of takes away my ability to use the pistol's weapon art so I can spam stuff over and over again. I don't know, man. What do you think? I want to be like a photon sword tank, but it looks like assault rifle tank is probably going to be your best bet to keep the aggro of the enemy, because that's literally what a tank does. They're there to keep aggro. Alright, yeah, especially towards the end, that thing just wouldn't leave me alone. You're gonna see it here. It's like, god damn, I remember playing this. I did this like a couple hours ago, and I was like, man, why won't this thing leave me alone? All these other targets, why does it keep attacking me? Yeah, this is the beginning of the end right here. This thing just won't stop attacking me. Like, it's literally going for me. Literally. Watch this. Watch this. See that? Following me around the map. All these other targets. And I died because of this. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I don't know. So I have been doing something new, something extra that I haven't been putting on the channel, because I didn't want to put it on the channel until I felt like I was necessarily ready to put it on the channel, because, you know, YouTuber, gaming YouTuber, I want to feel like I know my S before I put it out here for you to see. And that is, I've been working on God Eater 3. I haven't deleted it. I've been playing it like a couple of hours every night, trying to level up. I feel like I'm still on the missions. I don't know, man. These missions for God Eater 3, like the regular story missions or whatever, they're lasting forever, like literally forever. Every time I do a new one, I feel like this is going to be the last one. Another one just keeps popping up. So I don't know. I got to like a new like online co-op mission that I can do on it, and I'm going to upload that probably later on today or maybe tomorrow if I remember it. And I really don't want to have this relationship with you on God Eater 3 where it's just like it was with this game, where it's like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I need you in the comments to tell me what to do. I'd like to be able to help you out with it. But man, I am 100% completely lost on that game as what to do. Like, I actually had to go to some YouTube video. I think I went to BK Brent's video or somebody's video, trying to figure out exactly how to make my God Arc stronger, my weapon, my melee weapon stronger, and I still have no idea. Like, I watched the guy's video about how to do it, and he was talking about, you know, using abandoned God Arcs. I don't know. So I think what it's gonna have to be is, it's just gonna have to be that relationship betwixt you and I, where it's like, hey, here's the video of me doing this. Why am I sucking? So definitely stay tuned for that. I hope you guys will give that game as much energy as you give Fatal Bullet, because definitely I need to transition out of Sword Art Online. There's a new SAO game coming out, and I don't know, this channel has to expand, if you will. So do me a favor, help me to expand. Thank you.